year 2085, memory isn't just sacred, it's currency. Neo-Seattle gleams with chrome towers, neon skies, and digital veins pulsing through every building. A city alive with data. But beneath the shine lies a black market empire run by memory hackers. Criminals who steal past like pickpockets used to steal wallets. Detective Cale Ember woke up 6 years ago with no memories. Just a scar at the base of his neck and a badge with his name etched in fading metal. Every morning, he reads the same line from his wall mirror. You are Cale. You hunt memory hackers. You don't trust anyone. Cale walks the rain-slick streets in silence. Every sound, every whisper of memory reminds him of what he's lost. His mind is a clean slate. No childhood, no family, only instinct. He hunts people who've turned memories into commodities, and he's damn good at it. But lately, things feel off. The stolen memories he recovers are beginning to feel familiar. The voices, the faces. Are they his? That night, a call comes through his earpiece. Cale, we got a burn case. Sector 12, a neural dump. Neural dumps happen when memory hackers fail to extract data cleanly. Victims are left hollowed, comatose, trapped in a loop of nothingness. Cale doesn't ask questions. He heads to Sector 12. The victim is a teenage girl, eyes wide open but lost. Her brain waves pulse erratically on the scanner. She's still inside, says the medtech. They didn't finish the job. Cale leans in. Can she talk? Barely. Cale kneels beside her and whispers, Who did this to you? Her lips tremble. One word escapes. Abyss. Cale freezes. That's the name he dreams about every night. Cale stands under the neon sky, watching the rain smear light across the pavement like paint. His mind loops that word. Abyss. It's always been there, in the cracks between memory and dream. But now it's real. Back at HQ, Cale scans a memory hacker database. No one by that name. Not officially. But whispers in the darknet forums call Abyss a myth, an elite extractor who doesn't just steal memories, he rewrites them. Cale plays back audio logs from the victim's neural device. Static. Glitches. Then a faint voice distorted. The past is a weapon. Let me sharpen it for you. He plays it again. The same shiver climbs his spine. Captain Marrow walks in. Cold-eyed. Hard-edged. She's known Cale since the day he joined the force. More accurately, since the day they created him. You look pale, she says. Ever hear of someone named Abyss? She hesitates. Just for a second. Urban legend. Don't chase ghosts, Cale. He doesn't respond. He knows when someone lies. Roe is hiding something. Cale visits the memory vaults, a secure underground facility where extracted memories are held for legal processing. It smells of ozone and fear. He asks to review the girl's extracted memory stream. The technician hesitates. It's unstable, fragmented, could fry your neural implants. Cale grits his teeth. Patch me in. The world around him fades as the memory floods in. A dim corridor. A man with a black visor. Wires plugged into his skull. A whisper in his ear. I took your memories once, Cale. I can do it again. Cale jerks awake, heart hammering. The vault technician pulls off his headset, eyes wide. You flatline for 10 seconds. Cale ignores him and walks out. His hands shake. That wasn't just a memory. That was him in the scene. His face. His scream. He returns to his apartment. Walls lined with photos of people he doesn't know. Evidence from old cases. But maybe they're fragments of his own life. His cyber assistant AI, Iris, speaks through the wall speaker. Cale, your pulse is elevated. Do you require sedatives? No. Pull every record we have on neural tampering between 2075 and 2079. You've asked that before. The files are still classified. Unseal them. Override level. Ember 0. The screen flashes red. Access denied. That override is supposed to be absolute. Cale stares at the blank screen. Somebody doesn't want him to remember who he was. But the more he digs, the more the past drips back like a leaky faucet. Names, faces, laughter, a woman's voice calling him Kai, and a scream. Cale visits Dr. VYNN, the last neuroforensics expert not working for the government. VYNN is a cyborg hybrid. Her right eye replaced with a shifting lens of colors. Her lab is filled with memory tanks, floating strands of visualized thought. Kale hands her the corrupted memory stream. Can you reconstruct this? She examines it. It's layered. Somebody encoded false memory loops around it. Someone powerful. Can you break through? She nods slowly. But it'll hurt. Kale lies down on a neural chair. The world blurs. He's 15, laughing on a rooftop. A woman hugs him, his mother. Then darkness. Another scene. A surgery table. Screams. Wires drilling into his skull. He wakes up in VYNN's lab, shaking violently. That was no memory. That was an erasure. She whispers. Your past was stolen, not lost. Kale returns to HQ and confronts Captain Rowe. Why was my past erased? She says nothing. He slams a report down. I've seen the surgery. I know about the Ember Project. Her face twists. You weren't ready to know. Tell me. She finally speaks. You volunteered. You were a memory hacker yourself. The best. We gave you a choice, prison or rebirth. You chose this. Kale feels the floor drop beneath him. He's not a hero. He was the enemy. And the man known as Abyss. He trained under Kale before Kale vanished. Now Kale must catch a monster he created, with tools he once used himself. Kale's dreams change. No longer random. They form patterns. Symbols, maps, passwords, all buried beneath synthetic sleep. He begins writing them down. A hidden trail left by his past self? He follows a map into the abandoned Undercity beneath Neo-Seattle's ruins. In the darkness, he finds an old memory lab, his signature etched into the walls. Files, disks, old blueprints. One file glows red. Abyss 001. Open with caution. He loads it into his neural port. The voice speaks. Kale, if you're hearing this, they've lied to you. I'm not your enemy. They are. Roe, the agency. They made Abyss to control minds. I tried to stop it. They erased me to protect the project. Find the source. Burn it down. Kale stares into the dark. Everything is a lie. Everyone is a suspect. And the truth might destroy what's left of him. Kale walks through the ruins of the Undercity, his boots crunching against debris and fractured tech. He can feel the voices of the past here, ghosts of hackers, rebels, and dream thieves who once wore beneath Neo-Seattle's perfect skyline. He replays the message again. They made Abyss to control minds. Abyss wasn't a criminal. He was a prototype. And Kale? A failsafe. Back in the memory lab, he digs deeper. The file structure reveals something buried, an encrypted program labeled Genesis Memory Index. It's locked behind biometric access. Only 2 users can open it, Abyss and Kale. But Kale is no longer himself. He hacks the file manually. Hours pass. Sparks fly. Sweat drips down his neck. Then, success. A flood of information bursts from the console. Project Ember. Neural override protocols. Mind control AI. Government black ops. Entire cities tested. Memories wiped and rewritten to shape entire populations. Kale's hands tremble. They've turned memories into weapons. And the first test subject was him. Kale returns to HQ. Roe is waiting in her glass office, watching the skyline like it holds answers. You weren't supposed to remember this much, she says calmly. Kale throws the Genesis file on her desk. You used me. Roe doesn't flinch. You volunteered. You knew the risks. You begged for this mission. Kale narrows his eyes. Then why erase my memories? She sighs. Because you started to doubt the mission. You sided with Abyss. You said it had gone too far. A bitter taste rises in his mouth. And Abyss? He went rogue. He wanted to expose everything. So we turned you against each other. You were our sword. When you failed, we cut you off. Kale stares at her, stunned. You made me forget. To turn me into your dog. Roe leans forward. No, Kale. We made you forget, so you'd survive. Kale knows the truth now, but truth is poison in a world built on lies. He contacts Dr. VYNN again. shows her the Genesis data. Her jaw tightens. This isn't memory hacking. This is memory genocide. She says, VYNN explains what Kale feared, the Red Line Protocol. A final stage system designed to rewrite entire cities' memories in one synchronized wave. Neo Seattle is the prototype, and the countdown has begun. We have 7 days before the city forgets who it is. Kale's brain races. Where's the broadcast source? VYNN brings up a map. One location pulses red, an orbital satellite platform named Eidolon, tethered above the Pacific, built by the agency, controlled by Ro. Only one person has the key codes to disable it, Abyss. Kale's mission is now clear. He has to find the man he once hunted. Kale vanishes off-grid. He hacks street cams, wipes his digital presence, and begins tracking known Abyss sympathizers. He finds a lead in the outskirts, an underground memory clinic posing as a dream therapy center. Inside, Kale meets a woman named Celine, once Abyss's second-in-command. She recognizes him immediately. I thought you were dead. Maybe I was, Kale replies. She tests his memory with a fragment only Abyss and Kale would know. What was the phrase he used before every mission? Kale closes his eyes. The words surface like a song on the wind. We edit the past to save the future. Celine exhales. Then you really are Kale. She reveals Abyss is alive, and in hiding deep in the Andes exclusion zone, outside all digital networks. But there's a catch. To find Abyss, Kale must use a memory tether, an illegal neural bridge that lets someone ride another person's thoughts. One wrong move, and he could lose his mind. Kale straps into the tether chair, his body limp. Mind stretched across memory threads extracted from Celine's brain. He flies through her past, briefings with Abyss, raids on data silos, whispered conversations in candle-lit bunkers. He sees Abyss again, taller than he remembers, face scarred, eyes fierce with purpose. Abyss wasn't trying to destroy the system. He was trying to liberate it. Kale's mind stumbles across a moment. Abyss looking straight into Celine's eyes. If I die, Kale must remember, he's the only one who can stop this. Then, coordinates, flashed across memory. Latitude, longitude, hidden in a hummingbird's reflection on a glass table. Kale jolts awake, gasps. He has a location. Celine looks at him, eyes wide. You saw it, didn't you? Kale nods. We're going to find him. They arrive in the Andes under the cover of night, cloaked in snow and shadow. Eden Falls is a lost village, once a mining town, now silent, forgotten by time. But underground lies a data vault, built into the mountains. Inside, Kale finds him. Abyss, alive, older, but eyes sharp. Kale, he says. Kale doesn't speak. He just stares. The shuttle docks at Eidolon with a soft click. Security drones hover past, scanning for anomalies. Kale, Celine, and Abyss were technician disguises, neural blockers masking their brain signatures. Inside, Eidolon is a sterile maze of glass, steel, and humming data nodes. Above them, the red line pulse charges, a sphere of orange light crackling with enough power to reset the memories of an entire planet. They split up. Kale heads to the control core. Celine rigs explosives to the main memory loop. Abyss slips into the code tower to access admin privileges. Time is ticking. At the control station, Kale plugs in a drive labeled Truth_Protocol. It's the backup of every erased identity the agency ever buried. As he works, an alarm sounds. Intruders detected. Lockdown initiated. Celine's voice buzzes in. They're on to us. You have 5 minutes. Kale types faster. He's almost there. Then, Captain Ro's face appears on the main screen. Kale, I knew you'd come. Ro walks into the control room slowly, flanked by 2 armed guards. But Kale doesn't move. Step away from the terminal. She orders. He shakes his head. You stole everything from me. From everyone. It ends now. Ro sighs. Do you even remember what you used to be? Kale looks her in the eyes. I remember enough. I remember choosing to fight you. Ro nods to the guards. Take him. Before they reach him, Celine detonates the charges she set earlier. The floor shakes. Systems crash. Lights flicker. Abyss appears through the smoke, plasma gun in hand. You always underestimate us, Ro. Kale finalizes the upload. Initiating truth protocol. Ro screams and lunges, but Kale hits the final key. The screen flashes, broadcasting memories to global network. It's done. The pulse fires, but not the red line. Instead of erasure, a stream of truth floods the minds of people below. Forgotten childhoods, stolen faces, hidden traumas, lost loves. Neo-Seattle halts. People stagger in the streets, crying, laughing, screaming. Celine sobs quietly as she sees her sister's face for the first time in years. Kale collapses to his knees, visions rushing through his skull. His parents, his little brother, a birthday cake, a goodbye letter. He remembers everything, even the woman he loved. Her name was Lyra. Abyss kneels beside him. You did it, Kale. We did. The system collapses. Eidolon's power grid begins to fail. We have to go. Celine yells as they run for the emergency pods. Kale looks back one last time. A memory rises unbidden. Ro teach him how to shoot, how to survive. Even monsters have moments of kindness. He turns and leaves. They launch the escape pods moments before Eidolon erupts into flame, bursting like a dying star over the Pacific. Below, the world watches. The agency collapses within hours. Files leak. Names are exposed. Trials begin. People protest, march, rebuild. But this time, with their eyes open, Kale stands on a hill overlooking Neo-Seattle. He's no longer a ghost. He has a name, a past, a purpose. Celine walks up beside him. The world is awake now. What do we do with it? Kale smiles faintly. We help it heal. 6 months later, Neo-Seattle is reborn. Not perfect, but honest. Therapists trained in memory reconstruction help citizens process what they've recovered. Streets are renamed after victims and whistleblowers. Abyss works behind the scenes, rebuilding lives through a foundation called Recall. And Kale? He teaches kids how to protect their minds, how to guard their memories, not with weapons, but with awareness. One morning, a young girl walks into his classroom. She looks just like the girl from Sector 12. Do you remember me? She asks. Kale kneels. You're the one who said Abyss. You started all of this. She nods and hands him a drawing. It's a picture of Kale, smiling, standing under the sun. Below it reads, "Thank you for giving me my life back." Kale feels a tear slide down his cheek. Later that evening, Celine meets him on the rooftop of the old agency HQ, now turned into a memory museum. The skyline is warm, the air clean. Celine offers him a glass of wine. To the man who gave us our memories. Kale clinks her glass. To never forgetting again. They sit in silence, watching the stars, each one a spark of light in a world that almost lost itself. But not anymore.